All right, everyone. Let's see what we got going on here. First time trying to go live here, so be patient with me here. We're going to talk about the initial college playoff rankings. I'm going to give us a little second here for people to jump on board and start watching this for a second, and then we're going to hit the ground running. Also have some recruiting news. Find that that's going to be interesting. Um, Huge news, if you ask me. But let's go over the initial college playoff rankings right now. And one thing of interest, it was that it basically mirrors the AP poll almost. I didn't think that would be necessarily the case. I thought you'd be some similarities, but it's pretty much exact same. So let's go over the poll real quick here. We won't go through the whole thing. Then we'll talk about what we discovered from it, and any concerns we have going forward or anything like that. Number one is Oregon. They're 9-0. Ohio State, number two. 7-1. Georgia is number three. And the AP poll, those two teams are switched. I kind of thought they would be Georgia than Ohio State because honestly, I haven't thought Ohio State's looked that impressive, really. But undefeated Miami at number four, tops of the ACC. Texas at 7-1. Penn State number six, and Tennessee at number seven. That surprised me just a hair because honestly, I don't like these kind of things very well. They strike me as usually puts us back further. It seems like I don't like it when these committees that's from the Big Ten, that's made up of a lot of Big Ten and Big 12 type people, former Pac 10 people, uh, what they would have thought. But we're number seven. So I'm happy with that because I would have thought number nine, number eight, number nine coming in this because I thought maybe Indiana or BYU might be ahead of us. So at number eight, Indiana, undefeated. They still got Michigan and Ohio State left. Michigan's not very good, but you never know. They, I honestly don't think Indiana's all that good. I mean, they're just kind of come out of nowhere. I will say, they have looked better than I imagined. And to this point, I would have thought they would have had a loss. But we'll see. If they keep winning, what concerns me about Indiana and we'll talk about that in just a second, worries me that four teams could get in from the Big Ten. If four teams get in from the Big Ten, let's say a total of three teams get in from the ACC and Big 12, which is very possible. Notre Dame gets in, then you might be looking at possibly three teams from the SEC. So we don't want four teams to get in from Big 12. As of this moment, it looks like Penn State's in there good. Oregon's in there good. They're in. Ohio State will have to lose to Indiana and maybe lose big, possibly, to get knocked out. So that one concerns me a little bit, that Indiana. Indiana really needs to look bad from here on out, take at least a loss, if not two losses, to get knocked out of top 12. Notre Dame's at number 10. They keep winning, they're in. I do believe at number 10, though, if they lose another game, and they really don't have a whole lot left on their schedule. They got USC at the end of the year, and USC does not look like a very good football team. But there's a decent chance Notre Dame's in. Alabama's number 11. I'm not really, you got LSU and Alabama coming up. Who do you root for in that one? I've heard a lot of discussions about that one, and honestly, I don't know. I kind of think from a Tennessee point of view, I ain't gonna say you ever root for Alabama. That's hard for me to do. But they are number 11. It does concern me if we end up with the same record. Do they jump us? That is possible. Shouldn't, but it's possible. Considering we beat them head to head. Boise State's number 12. SMU, the old, you ever hear the old fly in the ointment? That could be somebody who could be a problem. They're number 13 at 8-1 in the ACC. Now, if they play Miami. Miami's undefeated. SMU, one-loss team. They beat Miami in the ACC championship game. Then I believe you would have two teams in the ACC. You don't want two teams from the ACC. That could knock us down to three teams in the SEC. That would be a major issue. Now, if we beat Georgia, we beat Vanderbilt, I think it don't matter because we're in. I honestly, I think if we go to the ACC championship game and then loses, then if there's three teams getting in from the SEC, then it becomes very interesting. I still think we probably get in though. Texas A&M number 14, LSU 15, Ole Miss 16. Ole Miss needs to run the table, and they got some tough games going to be possible. But that's the main gist of the thing here. Pretty much follows the AP poll, which is probably good for Tennessee because I thought we might slide a spot or two. I didn't know how the committee would look at Indiana and BYU and teams like SMU. So overall, good. We need some teams to take some losses though, and this thing's going to change a little bit from one week to the next. Let's quickly talk about a big time safety that is out there. That there's some new info out today on is I'm gonna say, hope I say this correctly. Zaylis Hicks. He is ESPN's number one safety in the class of 26, committed to Texas. But there seems to be information out there that could be a flip candidate, and that Tennessee may actually be the flip team. There's been some heavy discussion there. He's going to reclassify to 25. So I don't really know where he would be in the 25 rankings. Not number one probably, but I mean, you're talking about if he's number one right now and the 26 for ESPN. He's a dang good ball player. And that safety is a spot we could definitely use. We got Shady Hayward there now. Tim Merritt, the Miami commit. That's one we really want. It's a Miami commit. And Miami's been known to spend some NIL money. So we'll see if we can pull that one. But if we can pull one of these two, then that makes our safety class looks tremendous. I think playing multiple people at safety has really helped us there because that was used against us in recruiting up to this point. But guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let us know what you think. What do you think of the rankings? Where do you think we're going from here on out? I would love to hear some discussion about, do we need to go undefeated? If we lose a close game to Georgia, we beat Vandy, we beat Mississippi State, we beat UTEP. Does that get us in if we lose a close game to Georgia? That one is very debatable, and I would slightly lean no on this point right now. But I would love to hear your comments and see what you had to say about that, because it's far from a for sure thing right now. There's a lot can happen between now and then. Any other surprises in this ranking? Throw it in there and see what you think about it. But until then, guys, hope you enjoyed the live broadcast, and hopefully this thing sounds good, and because I've never done this before, and it went well. All right, guys, until next time, look for us here in a few days to give a little preview of Mississippi State, and go Vols.